pause right here.
During a live stream Sunday service at Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries, Bishop Lamore Miller Whitehead appears to get disrupted.
You want to come preach? You want to come preach? You want to come preach? Come on up here. Come on up here.
The bishop says it all started when two women came into the church mid-sermon.
One of my ministers told them that you cannot record. You can't record. And they began to make a scene.
Police say when a woman was asked to stop recording and leave, she began to antagonize the bishop and approach him on stage.
They take pictures and they want to be on social media. Take the pictures. Take the pictures.
As she walks past Bishop Whitehead, he appears to grab her from behind and they move off camera.
I've seen her walk in front of me, going at my wife and my daughter, and I grabbed her.
He says he was worried about his family and thinking back to the moment in July when he was robbed at gunpoint during a sermon streamed live online.
That's the only thing that I can remember. This lady had a bag under her arm and she was going after my wife.
The woman in the video, 47-year-old Tarsha Howard, was arrested and charged with trespass and disrupting a religious service. She showed us her injury and made a brief statement.
I am telling you right now that I did not charge after his wife. It's on video and everyone can see that I was the one that was assaulted. And after this statement, he will hear from my attorney.
The bishop was also taken into custody, but shortly after released, now criticizing the NYPD's handling of the incident.
I was treated like a criminal, so I went from the pulpit to the cell for no reason. The New York Police Department failed me and failed my church.
What it do is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Okay, man. Evidently, this Brooklyn preacher, he's back at it again. I didn't even cover the first video, but evidently it's some shit that done kind of made the hair on the back of my goddamn neck stand up. So I guess I speak on the shit. But before I can ever get to the shit, I gotta give a shout out to my audience. I gotta give a shout out to those that's rocking with me. Yeah, man, we over here cooking, and I told you we keep some sauce in the goddamn kitchen. This shit is very flavorful. It's hot. It's all kind of herbs and spices and all kind of shit. Yeah, there's some soul food cooking, pimping. So yeah, let's go and get to the shit. Before I even, let me say this. It's a lot of shit. I'm not one of these motherfuckers, and I'm not a hip-hop blogger. I'm not one of you motherfuckers that's gonna report everything that's going on in hip-hop. This ain't a gossip goddamn channel. It's just certain subjects. If I see some shit in the shit, I touch on it. But no, I ain't no hip-hop blogger. I'm not trying to keep up with you stinking-ass rappers. I'm not trying to keep up with you stinking-ass preachers. Yeah, and I'm not trying to keep up with whose relationship in Hollywood is going good or not. Nah, I'm not into none of that shit. Nah, it's just a message in everything I speak, pimping. This ain't to just attack another brother, because he did put his hands on a woman, and he dragged her all the way out to church. This ain't promoting none of that shit, and I'm not one of them people, because they always highlight when a brother put his hands on a woman. Meanwhile, it ain't no white athlete that ever gets none of that shit, none of the weird shit that they do get publicized. That shit stay in the safety of their home. So yeah, that shit don't never get reported. So I just want to make it very clear, this ain't about him putting his hands on the woman, even though that was wrong. This ain't about that. I think I know why he did it. So that's what this shit is about. Yeah, I think I know why he did it. Yeah, it's kind of plain to see. Yeah, like, can't you see what you do to me? Yeah, that type of shit. Yeah, can't you see? So yeah, I can definitely see. And yeah, it's some smoke in the goddamn kitchen. To the modern preachers, you motherfuckers, y'all might as well start doing features with rappers. Y'all might as well. I'm serious. I'm dead serious when I say this. I think you motherfuckers need to start being in rap videos. Y'all don't see all this ice on the preacher. Y'all don't see how he dripping. Yeah, and about 2 months ago he got robbed for $1 million worth of jewelry. I think that's very, and you know what? When I was robbing, it just made me have flashbacks. I wish I had a thought of that. I wish I had a thought to rob a preacher. I wouldn't have ended up in prison, and I'd have got a lot more money. It's better. It's easier to get away with. There's no camera. Yeah, it's. I think I could have got out well if I had just robbed a couple preachers. Yeah. I wish I had done it. Yeah, I wish I had thought of it. But no. So yeah. I was trying to be. Yeah. It never crossed my mind. But no, I wish I had thought of that shit. I think it's a great idea. I think that should be the new lick. I kind of went, remember when the ATM lick was hot, and then they started giving the motherfuckers a lot of time. Motherfuckers breaking in them ATM, you can't do that shit now. But yeah, I remember when that shit was hot, so it need to be hot to rob the preachers. Yeah, I think you motherfuckers need to get robbed just like these rappers need to get robbed. Yeah, you can't wear all that goddamn ice on your hand, man. You got $1 million worth of jewelry on, but your congregation is broke. So that's why I really don't respect you, modern preachers. You motherfuckers don't believe in community. You don't believe in family. When y'all say church family, you don't mean that shit. Because if you really believe in church family, how I'm doing reflects how my congregation is doing. Because we all one. I can't be driving no Bentleys and Ferraris and shit. But it's members in my church they light bill, they license off and shit. And it can't be that we are one. So if I'm balling out, we all ball. And yeah, we need to go on trips and shit. Yeah, it need to be some shit like that. It shouldn't be. Yeah, we all are one. And it's not that way no more. The church, the preacher wants the whole turkey. He wants the whole meal. He wants the dessert. And yeah, he'll give you some bread or some shit. But you want the whole goddamn turkey. And you don't want to break bread. So, I don't respect you preachers. You motherfuckers are very materialistic. Yeah, you motherfuckers, I'm going to tell you, I noticed something about you new preachers. You motherfuckers brag. Yeah, you try to brag about what the Lord done. Don't try to use the Lord to brag. No, you stunned. We gonna call that shit what it is. All that trying to look what the Lord done. Nah, motherfucker, you capping. That's what you're doing. You big stun. You doing just like Baby them, the #1 stunner. That's what you doing. And you're stunned with the ice on. So like I said, I wish I had a thought of in my robbing days. I wish I had a thought about robbing the preacher. The rich preacher. I wish I had a thought. Cause it ain't many poor. It was poor preachers when I came up. Now it ain't no more broke preachers. Them motherfuckers get laughed at. Them motherfuckers. Yeah, a broke preacher can't make it these days. Now, you gotta have you some money, and a broke preacher can't preach at a rich church. Now, it don't matter how good your message is. Now, none of that shit count. That shit don't mean shit. I don't care how much you can make a motherfucker fall out, or how good you can sing, or whatever. If your pockets ain't right, you ain't finna go to TD Jakes' church and preach. This some sorority shit. I'm telling you, I think the church is just like the rap game. And the women, I'm gonna tell you something. Just like the models in them videos, boy, you can go to the church and see some women, man. Yeah, you can see some shit. And the black church is 80% women. So the preacher, he's preaching to women. That's who's following him. Ain't no man in the church. Nah, brothers don't go to church. Nah, brothers stay at the crib while that girl go to church. Brothers don't go to church. Nah, and it ain't a lot of kids in the church. Y'all don't even make y'all kids go to church no more. Yeah, they used to. Yeah, my era we had to go. Yeah, you had to go, or you get your ass whooped. So yeah, you motherfuckers, you motherfuckers don't even take your kids to church. Yeah, because you too busy trying to do some other shit. But yeah, the church is falling, and I want to give a real quick example. When I was a blood, I was real big on like us looking solid. Yeah, because I felt like I was real big on like a blood homie couldn't get checked by nobody, or like you couldn't get called out and not do nothing, or you couldn't crash out and just do dumb shit, because I feel like it'd make us all look bad. And I remember my homie from East Dallas, Mike Scott, 415 Pyru, shout out to him, he was cool, but he was like, nah bro, he just make himself look bad. But when you look at this whole structure, what I said was true. When I was a blood, I seen the picture, just like I see the picture now with black folks. When one of us fall, we all fall. Look how many rappers die. Look at how the preachers are. do they talk a lot about love? Do they really take time? Preachers used to spend all their time trying to help and work in the community. Do they be in the community? No. So yeah, and I do think you deserve to get robbed like homie did you. Yeah, we done lost our souls. We fallen in every era. We fallen as parents. We fallen as husbands, as wives, and our kids are bad as shit. Yeah, our kids do like the white kids do. They cuss us out. We negotiate with our kids. Yeah, we done lost our goddamn souls. And finally, let's get to the elephant in the goddamn room. Yeah, Pimpin', I saw you. You knew that woman. Yeah, you knew her. And she wasn't trying to attack your wife. She was trying to tell her some shit. And before she could tell her, you ran her ass out there. Yeah, you didn't just get between her. You didn't try to hold her back. No, you put your hand behind her neck like a Mississippi pimp, and you ran her straight to the back of you ran her past the pews to the back of the goddamn church. You ran out the goddamn door. And you know, I could just picture what you were saying. Yeah, you was probably telling us some shit like, look, the money coming. I forgot to send the check this month, but I got you. The baby gonna be all right. Tell the baby I'll be by when service end. I got you on the check. I know I owe you the money. I got you. Don't be coming embarrassing me in front of my damn wife. You know I got a church. You know I'm a preacher. Yeah, he said some shit like that. Cause yeah, she was finna blow your cover, Pimpin'. Yeah, she was finna tell the whole church that you got an 8-year-old baby that you've been taking care of and been sending her a check every month and probably got about 4 other babies. So yeah, that's how you motherfuckers live. Like I told you, when one of us fall, we all fall. And just look at us. Our kids, we let them do whatever. We turning into some weird shit. I told you, the new man is the feminine, masculine, I guess bisexual. I guess that's the new man. Yeah, Lil Murda. That's the new relationship advice counselor type motherfucker. Yeah, we falling. And we falling, man. And we lost our sauce. We got to get that shit back, man. But to you preachers, yeah, I think more of y'all need to get robbed. Yeah, that's what I think. Until you start coming into the community like the preachers used to do. Yeah, and work in the community and be respected by the community because y'all leaders of the community. But y'all don't act like that. You get your check and you get back in your Bentley and you go back to them white folks' neighborhood and you put your all up and you put all that shit up and you pull out your cigars and your goddamn Hennessy on rocks and you chill and you listen to some goddamn Al Green and Marvin Gaye and you count your money. So yeah, that's how you motherfuckers living. That's why I don't respect you and that's why I won't attend the church. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.